welcome to Wildcat Basketball Weekly, presented by Hughes Federal Credit Union, home of the official U of A Visa debit card. Show your Wildcat spirit and get your free debit card today. Visit them at hughesfcu.org, federally insured by NCUA.
Welcome to another edition of Wildcat Weekly with head coach Sean Miller. Wildcats home this week against the Washington Schools, and home is the operative word, coach. I know you've made it clear that the order doesn't matter. You play 18 conference games, 9 home, 9 on the road, but the fact is you've played 3 really tough road games now. It's got to be nice to be back at McHale Center.
We did, Brian, and if you ever needed a litmus test of how strong the Pac-12 is this season, I think we got it. And not only did we start our Pac-12 regular season out with 3 straight road games, but it all happened in 1 week's time. And I think that's the other thing, when you play a Sunday, Thursday, Saturday swing, that puts a lot more pressure on everybody. But to do it all 3 on the road, I think increases it. But Arizona State, USC, UCLA, all excellent teams. And I think we're closer to being 3-0 than we were the other way. I loved the resiliency of our team in LA, the fact that we kept fighting to the end. I think a lesser team or a lesser character involved in a team would have mailed it in or just looked at the scoreboard and said, not today. But in our case, I think that fight says a lot about where we're at. I think it's a great characteristic to have. And, we gave ourselves a chance to win at UCLA, obviously at the foul line with 10 seconds left, with an opportunity to go up 1. And Bryce Alford makes a big shot. Great players step up in big moments, and he did. And, at SC, I thought we just kept overcame a poor first half defensively to play a very good defensive half in the second half. The 4 overtimes had a lot of factors in it, but I think our missed free throws really hurt us in the overtime periods. And to USC's credit, while we missed, they didn't. And I think at the end of the day, and that's why it continued to move forward. We had a couple opportunities to really finish them, and we weren't able to. But USC is as much of an improved team as we've had in our conference. And so now you're right. We're back here at McHale and looking forward to it.
Unfortunately, you lost Allonzo Trier now, broken hand. He'll be out maybe about a month or so. Your bench has been an integral part of the team's success so far. How much of a factor now can that be in your favor in terms of those guys knowing that their roles will increase and they're going to be needed more in every area?
Well, it's big. I feel terrible for Allonzo because, we've watched him grow since early November, and, I think he's getting better at all aspects of the game. Learning how to be a part of a team, learning how to play at this level, and scoring has always come easily to him. But I think his efficiency in scoring and some of the other things to complement that are what we're so proud of him. And to see him go down, because I've said it on the record time and time again, he's as hard of a worker as I've seen, especially for somebody who's a freshman. But he'll return back, and while he's out, you're right, Justin Simon, Parker Jackson Cartwright, Gabe and Kadeem playing even more minutes, and Mark Tollefson. Everybody has to really be able to step up. Our front line has to do an incredible job rebounding and giving us production. It's not as if we had a lot of room for error because of how competitive our conference is. Without Allonzo, we even lost that. So we're going to depend on our crowd. We're going to depend on McHale's energy, and we have to, whether Allonzo's with us or not, continue to improve on the things we need to. And I think a lot of that improvement right now is focused on defense.
True fans live for their team. They buy the gear, they order the tickets, they pay for the seats and the experiences. For those true U of A fans, thankfully there is Hughes Federal Credit Union, offering the latest payment choices such as U of A debit cards, paying online, paying a friend with Pop Money, or using Apple Pay with your mobile phone. Show your U of A spirit and put technology and convenience at your fingertips. Hughes Federal Credit Union, smart choice.
Washington comes to town on Thursday night. They've got the leading scorer in the conference in Andrew Andrews. Is he arguably the best player in the conference? as well as the leading scorer?
He's certainly one of the best scorers and best guards, and he was last year. And the difference between him and a lot of the other players in our conference is, he's a throwback. He's a senior, a lot like Gabe York and Caleb, and he not only has the gift of individual talent, but he has the know-how and the leadership ability that I think a young team like Washington really relies on. So they start a lot of freshmen around him. They have an influx of young talent. There's a guard that complements Andrew Andrews very well, and that's DeJounte Murray, who, if you look at him, Allonzo and Gabe's relationship and what they bring to the table for Arizona is similar to what Andrew Andrews and Murray bring to the table scoring-wise for Washington. So they're a very good team. They're an improved team from a year ago, and I think that's really every time I get ready or we get ready to prepare for a team, I think that's where you start with they're better, and that's what makes it so exciting this season.
Cats and the Huskies, Thursday night, 7 o'clock. Cougars will be in town Saturday at 7:30, and we'll see you again next week.
Thank you for watching Wildcat Basketball Weekly, presented by Hughes Federal Credit Union, home of the official U of A debit card. Visit them at hughesfcu.org, federally insured by NCUA.